Hello and welcome to day 4 of Vlogmas. I actually figured that today I would go through my holiday wish list, which I can't believe that we're already at the holidays and at a point where we are talking about like Christmas and time off and family time and everything else, because quite honestly, in my mind, it's still like May. Like summer, I know summer happened. I did things in the summer, but in my mind, like nothing happened. It's still the beginning of the year. This year flew by, and I think some periods of it felt like a bit like a fever dream, and I don't know what happened. But yeah, we're at the holiday season, I guess. The other day I had my family has been asking me what I want for Christmas, and I mean, it's hard because a lot of these things that like you could put on a Christmas wish list, I would just get for myself. Like I'm one of those people who, if I need something, I will get it. If I want something and I've wanted it for a while, I will just, again, get it. So it's a bit weird for me to be telling people like, oh, like you can get me this, and my family as well, like they will not, we're not really like they will not give me something that's just kind of experiential. So like I can't necessarily ask for, they'll give me a gift card to a store if I ask for it, but I can't really be like, oh, just like toss me a gift card to Lululemon or toss me like an Alo Yoga gift card. They'll give me the gift card, but there needs to be something like physical that they like as well. Or even I tossed out like, oh, I really want to take this course, and the answer I got was, I'll pay for it, but I can't give you that for Christmas. So yeah, that's where we're at. So I had to come up with some material goods, essentially, of what I wanted for Christmas. But, you know, all that being said, I do know that I'm also getting some like non-material, some non-tangible things are in there as well. So yeah, welcome to the video. If you're new here, I'm Adele Ashley. On this channel, we talk all things books, beauty, life, you know, just everything in between. And yeah, let's get into my Christmas wish list. So, you know, I said it a little earlier, but first I just want to acknowledge the fact that I am super lucky. And I know that I can acknowledge that everything on this list is a want and not necessarily something that I desperately need. And that is a blessing I don't take for granted. Like I know that I am lucky because there's a lot of people in the world right now who need a lot of things. And, you know, I am lucky enough that I'm able to talk about like pens is on my list. So, you know, really lowball extra things that I would just really like. So first up is another pair of Uggs. I mean, I just bought a pair of the short ones, and I went with the short because I needed something that I could like wear out and about on the street, go to a spin class, go to yoga, and know that from like my calf down was warm. And which is why I didn't go with the Ultra Minis or the Tasmans. But now I kind of want the Ultra Mini or Tasman. I think it really is just coming from, I think they're really cute. I like the low profile of them, but they're still going to be nice and warm. I have a pair of like these slip-on North Face shoes that I absolutely love. Like I wear them all the time, but I stayed away from the Uggs because I wanted something that covered my ankle. But now I'm kind of the mindset that maybe something that the low profile could be really good at certain times. Like, you know, if I'm just walking through a mall, or even those times when I just like for book club, if I'm hosting, I can just slip them on, go up to the meeting room, and my foot is covered and everything, and I'm nice and warm without actually wearing like this full heavy boot with me all the time. I also see kind of, in my mind, I have like cute outfits that I could wear. So, you know, like a nice pair of leggings, a really good hoodie, like an oversized hoodie, quality, and like a little puffer vest as well. While it's a little bit milder outside, could be just all I need to wear with the Uggs. But yeah, the low profile Uggs are back on my radar. I talked myself out of them, and I am talking my way right back into them, so I put them on the list. If I get them, it's a bonus. Then after that, I have the We Are Knitters knit kit. So I have looked at these for a while. I specifically want the Melvin cardigan if I'm going to get one of the knit kits. And really it is just because I used to knit all the time and I haven't really done it in the past few years, and I want to get back into it. It was a really nice kind of like meditative habit for me. I would do it while watching TV and just kind of zone out, or listening to an audiobook or a podcast, and I want to really get back into that. And I just love kind of the whole process of like start to finish making something. So I think specifically I would go with a cardigan, just because hats and scarves are kind of like boring to me. And I specifically like this one because it's like a nice kind of oversized wear that you could wear on evenings, weekends, at home. A nice little casual day as well. It's like, you know, a sweater that you made. And funnily enough, I actually want it in the color that is shown here, because I like how it's kind of, because it's so many colors, it's almost a neutral, because it will go with almost anything. And as someone who wears a lot of black or neutrals, it's kind of perfect. It's like a nice little pop of color without being too colorful for me. So the cardigan's on my list. The knit kit is on my list. And I have to say, if you are looking to gift something that's kind of like creative to someone, I would highly recommend one of these knit kits, because they get like a full-size garment out of it without actually, but it's not too difficult. Like looking at this, I know that you are using like the two most basic stitches. There's not a lot of like adding or subtracting or anything else in terms of like, or like complicated stitches. Like this is a very simple knit to do, and a lot of their beginner kits are like that. So 10 out of 10 would recommend if you're looking for a gift for someone. And then I spent a lot of time walking and running errands, and in that I usually carry a tote bag with me. So I love them because I can fit so much in it. I don't have to pick up grocery bags or anything else while I'm out. I could just dump it all in my bag. However, my perfect tote bag is also kind of like a bottomless pit. So, you know, there might be a pocket or two for me to put stuff in, but there's not enough pockets for me to corral like all my stuff that I have to carry with me when I go out and about. So for me, I just need something like a small cosmetics case. I really like this one from Kate Spade that I can just kind of dump all my toiletries into. So like, you know, that lip gloss that you always have with you, or the lip oil. I carry sunscreen with me whenever I leave the house, or like a bottle of Advil as well. Just those really little things that you drop into your purse and you take with you from point A to point B, but you don't necessarily want like banging around in your bag. So a cosmetic case I think is the best kind of option for me. I can just toss it all in that cosmetic case, and then that case goes into my tote bag. And even if I switch bags day to day depending on needs, I always know that I can grab that cosmetic case and anything I need is in that case, and I can go from there, which is better than it like just floating in my bag, and next thing you know my Dior lip glow oil is like rolling down the street, never to be seen again, and I don't even notice that it fell out of my bag. So earlier in the year I fell in love with fountain pens, and I've purchased 2. I actually want to get a 3rd, and a Swibby was on my list of pens to get. And earlier in the month they announced that they were releasing this cream and rose gold one, which I think is absolutely stunning. So, you know, it is this beautiful cream color. It is rolled gold. It's one of their eco line, and I think I really want it. When you guys are seeing this video, the pen actually comes out a couple days later on December 6th. So, you know, I'm holding back from doing a pre-order for it because I did list it as one of the pens that I wanted. But I have also given my mom fair warning that, you know, the pen comes out on December 6th. I might purchase it for myself, and I will let you know if I got this pen so you don't get it. But it is just like, it's so pretty. I love the gold nib. Like, it's stunning. It's kind of where we're going with this. I just think it's a beautiful pen. In contrast, we also have the Pilot Vanishing Point is another pen that I have coveted since I first saw it. It is specifically in the matte black. It comes in a whole bunch of different colors, but there's something about the matte black that I just think is like so sexy. I love how it is retractable as well, which is not something that you see fairly often in fountain pens. Usually it's like it like clicks to stop to close the pen, or you have like a screw top. You usually don't have like an actual retractable fountain pen. So I have coveted this pen for so long. It is relatively cheap at $200, which sounds kind of weird to say, but the reality is some fountain pens go for like $3,000. Like, I saw this beautiful one the other day, looked down and saw that it was $3,000. So, you know, $200 is cheap for a pen when there's some $3,000 plus ones out there on the market for sure. So yeah, so that is one that I would love. Obviously, I am not buying that for myself this year. So fingers crossed I get it for Christmas. Or Pilot, if you want to gift me a pen, I will gladly accept it. I am willing to do any content you want around that pen as well, because it is kind of one of my dream pens to get a Pilot Vanishing Point. So just saying. I don't know if it's because it is the end of the year and I'm already thinking of my 2024 bullet journal setup, but I have been really into kind of stationery and like bullet journal tools. I guess you could describe it as on my list. So the Mildliners are one of my favorite kind of like highlighter pens that I use all the time in my journal. And I saw that they actually came out with this 35 pen set, which actually is all the colors that they have in the Mildliner range. I currently buy them individually, so this is actually, it's $75 for the set. It's actually a really good price for it because they are about like $3 or $4 per pen. So you are saving money with it basically. And while I know if I get the set I'll end up with some duplicates, because I buy them individually, I do know that I also would really definitely use a set of 35. It's a pen that I already love, I guess. So yeah, ideally I will get them before Christmas, but most likely not. So while I will not use it to set up my Bujo for 2024, which you guys will see soon, I most likely will have them for subsequent videos about bullet journaling. And then also related to the bullet journal, I really want a set of stamps. So typically I hand letter everything, but I find this year I'm getting a little bit more into adding elements into my bullet journal. So whether that be specialty papers, which you'll see in my setup, or kind of a different set of stickers than what I normally use. I kind of am like really liking the idea of stamps. I've seen a lot of people use stamps in their journal in a variety of different ways, and an alphabet set is kind of high on my list just because I could do titles with it, headers for different areas, just essentially like it's something new that I can add in. And speaking of stickers, I also want a Cricut. This is actually the one thing that I think my mom might actually get for me, just because she also was very like into paper crafts and stuff like that when I was a kid. I definitely get that from her. And every time I talk about it, it's like, she's like, well, get a Cricut. Like, why don't you get a Cricut? So I think I'm getting a Cricut from her for Christmas. But essentially, I already use a lot of stickers and stuff in my bullet journal for really simple things. Like I have like a savings one. I use it for sometimes like day headers, like for a weekly spread, like Monday through Sunday. I've used it for numbers, for the month, really simple things. But essentially I am paying someone to make something that I can essentially print off myself and customize it a little bit more to what specifically I am looking for. That being said, like I will probably still continue to buy stickers from some makers and Etsy shops, but essentially I do like the idea of having a little bit more control over what I do and potentially like hand lettering my own things and making that into a sticker for my journal, as opposed to just like something that I purchased online. It's really all like really simple customization things, I guess, that I'm really looking forward to with a Cricut maker. And finally, I really want a TIFF membership. So I live really close to the TIFF Bell Lightbox. If you don't know, TIFF is the Toronto International Film Festival. It happens every September, but they also have like this whole building and cinema that they run year round, and they bring a lot of movies or special presentations into it throughout the year. Funnily enough, I haven't gone to anything at TIFF in 2023. I did consider going to see, they had like a special premiere of Red, White, and Royal Blue in the summer, which I had considered going to, but ended up not. But essentially they do like movie premieres throughout the year. They do, they have what they call like a secret movie club, where every Tuesday, I think it's like one Tuesday a month, you go and you don't know what movie you're going to see, but they present a movie for you. And it's just like a really simple, low cost kind of like arts and culture entertainment thing to do. So I am actually considering doing that. And it's like fairly low cost. Like even if you go like once a month or every other month, it's super simple, and just pay attention to it. It gets me out of the house, and it is an arts and culture and thing to do. And also, who doesn't like seeing things before the rest of the general public? So, you know, May, December, which is on Netflix now, I know that they played it there for a while as well. You get advanced screening tickets to some of the TIFF, like the actual festival films as well, before they come into theaters. It's just, there's a lot of value in it, and I think it's something that I would use a lot in the new year. So I'm gonna kind of force it, get the TIFF membership and force myself to go through 2024 to the movies. So yeah, essentially that is everything that I have asked for Christmas this year. Please let me know in the comments below what you are asking for Christmas, if there's anything that you would recommend, if you've tried any of these things. If you have a pilot vanishing point or you have a hookup for where I can get one, just, you know, essentially let's chat down below. Until next time, have a great day.